Hi, and welcome back. You know, in this course, we have talked about simple, compound, and complex sentences. Let's spend a few moments now talking about organizing sentences into paragraphs. If you remember, a paragraph has three basic parts: a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a conclusion. The topic sentence introduces, what the writer will say about the topic. The supporting sentences, that gives us more information about the topic. And the conclusion, it restates the topic and often adds a suggestion or even a prediction. So let's look at these three parts more closely now. The topic sentence introduces a new idea. It usually appears in the first or second sentence, but sometimes it may appear in the middle or even at the end of the paragraph. The topic sentence does two things. First, it tells the reader what the new topic is, and then it tells what the writer will say about that topic. We call this explanation of the topic the controlling idea. Now, the controlling idea must be a general statement. It must be a general statement that can be supported and developed. If the controlling idea is too general or too detailed, it'll be difficult to support. Look at these topic sentences now. One is too general, one is too detailed, and one is a general statement that can be used as a topic sentence. See if you can tell which one is good. Number 1, apples are fruit. Number 2, over 80 varieties of apples are available on the market today. Number 3, apples are exported from the United States. If you chose number 3, you're correct. Apples are a fruit, that's just too general and it would be too difficult to develop. Over 80 varieties of apples are available on the market today. There are just too many details in that statement. Apples are exported from the United States is just right. Now, after the topic sentence, we have the supporting details. And like the name implies, these are sentences that support the topic. And they support the topic by providing details. Details as in definitions, descriptions, explanations, examples, or even reasons. Let's take a look at this paragraph now. The first sentence is the topic sentence. Off the Northern California coast live some of the tallest and oldest trees in the world. Now, we know it's the topic sentence because it's a general statement. The topic is about trees, and the controlling idea tells us the writer will say something about their size and their age. The first two supporting sentences describe the size of the trees. Then the writer gives an example of one of the tallest trees. Then the writer again describes, this time, the age of the trees. The writer then concludes his paragraph by restating the topic sentence with different words. The topic sentence is, off the Northern California coast live some of the tallest and oldest trees in the world. The conclusion is, visitors touring parks in Northern California often view the trees in silence as they feel their own smallness compared to those ancient giants. Now, both ancient and giants are different ways of saying tallest and oldest. The writer also in the conclusion adds his own feelings, which leaves the reader with a sense of awe. Now, remember I said the supporting sentences must support the topic sentence? When they do, we say the paragraph has unity. If one sentence in the paragraph does not support the topic sentence, we say it is off topic. Let's read this paragraph and see if all sentences support the topic. With the widespread use of cell phones, many teenagers become addicted to texting. The average teenager texts 2,000 to 3,000 messages every month. Companies are developing new ways to communicate globally. This addiction has caused alarm as teenagers prefer to communicate even in the same room by texting. Experts suggest that parents should limit cell phone use to help teenagers overcome their addictions. Were there any sentences that were off topic? Look in the middle of the paragraph. Companies are developing new ways to communicate globally. The sentence is about companies developing new ways to communicate globally. It is not about teenagers becoming addicted to texting. And so we can say this sentence breaks the unity of the paragraph and is off topic. Now there's just one more thing we need to talk about, and that is paragraph organization or coherence. It simply means that all sentences are organized to flow smoothly. Now there are three basic ways writers organize paragraphs. The first one is by time, the next one is by space, and the last one is by order of importance. If the writer uses time, they use words or phrases that establish time, such as arrive, leave, walk, or morning, afternoon, and evening. If a writer uses space, they use words that establish location, such as in front of, behind, over there, this way, next to, and so on and so forth. If the writer uses order of importance, they use words that establish a sequence, such as first, second, and third, or maybe the first thing, or the next thing, and finally. Let's go ahead and read three paragraphs now and see how they are organized, by time, by space, or by order of importance. The first paragraph is, registering for college courses can be difficult if the process is not understood well. The first thing new students should do is make an appointment with an academic advisor. An advisor can help students make better decisions on which classes to take and what order to take them in. Next, students should find maps and material on the registration process and make sure they understand them well before registration day. And finally, when students are registering for classes, they should make sure they arrive on time, as registration can take time to complete. Now, the writer in this paragraph is using words such as the first thing, next, and finally. He is walking us through the steps that are important. So how is the paragraph organized? By order of importance. Let's read our second paragraph now. Mount Whitney is a favorite mountain to climb for many hikers every summer. The highest peak raises some 14,756 feet above sea level. Many hikers leave base camp early in the morning and hike all day until they reach a place called trail camp. Trail camp is about 10,000 feet, and it is a good stopping place to acclimatize to the higher elevations before moving on. One of the highlights of the trip is a view from the summit of the sunrise coming up over Death Valley. Because many hikers do not want to miss this spectacular view, they rise early in the morning before the sunrise and hike in the dark to the top. If they are fortunate to arrive just before the dawn, they will experience one of nature's finest moments. So how is this paragraph organized? The writer uses time words. Hikers leave in the morning, all day, rises early, before dawn, and so on and so forth. The writer is organizing his paragraph by time. Let's read our last paragraph now. Wapita Zoo is a real experience that is not easily forgotten. As soon as visitors enter the gates, signs begin to give directions to the various exhibits of the park. Following the signs of Australian outback, visitors find a rich exhibit of kangaroos and koalas. On the other side of the road is a rather large enclosure of Australian plant life and birds. And just ahead is an impressive exhibit of an Australian swamp, complete with crocodiles. Many people every year experience the zoo's rich animal and plant life. In this paragraph, the writer walks us through the park. He uses words like visitors enter, give directions, following the signs, on the other side, and so on and so forth. He is clearly organizing his paragraph by space. Let's go ahead now and take a few moments and review what we have talked about. First, a paragraph has a topic sentence that's a general statement. It has supporting sentences that support the topic, and a conclusion that restates the topic sentence. A paragraph also has unity, when all the sentences support the topic. Also, paragraphs are organized by time, by space, or by order of importance. Well, that brings us to the end of this lesson, and it brings us to the end of this workshop. Now, there's just one more thing you need to do, and that is take the final quiz. Do well on the quiz, and I'll send you a certification of completion. Well, I've enjoyed having you in class and hope to see you next time. Take care.